Hello, everyone, and welcome to this District 79 webinar on Easy Speak Up Close, where we'll go into more detail about how to use the wonderful system Easy Speak. I am Akanke Abdul Khalik, DTM Akanke. I am the District 79 webinar manager, and I'm delighted to have everyone here today. And I'm going to be presenting this with a dear friend and fellow Toastmaster Nuha Hashim. Let me go ahead and welcome everyone again on behalf of our district leaders, district director, DTM Abdullah Sharif, program quality director, DTM Rashid Ali, and club growth director, DTM James Tarouk. Our webinar team today is Toastmaster Nuha Hashim, and she is the current president of Tehran Women's Toastmasters Club and is working on Easy Speak training as an HPL project. So this is part of her HPL project to train Division M members particularly, but inviting all district members to learn Easy Speak. And she's going to be presenting some of the segments on the training today. I am, as I said, DTM Akanke Abdul Khalik. I am the Toastmaster of the Year for last year. I am the founding president of Tehran Women's Toastmasters Club, the only women's Toastmasters Club in Division M. And I'm also the first DTM in Division M, female DTM in Division M in its 35-year history. And I'm very proud to be that and to pioneer the way for other women as well. So today we're going to be doing training on Easy Speak, and I want to remind participants how they can participate. First of all, you can raise your hand to ask a question, and you do that by tapping the icon that's on your control panel. It will alert me that you have raised your hand, and when it's an appropriate time, I will open your microphone so you can ask your question or make a comment. You can also type a question in the window. Pretty straightforward. I will get the question on my side, and then I will ask the question for you or let everyone know what your comment is. And also we'll be doing some polling, so you'll get some polls at various times during the program, and we'll get started. So today's session, we're going to do a summary of the last session, and we want to take any questions that you may have. I'm going to show you how to create meetings, and then we're both going to show you how to select and edit a meeting agenda. This is where we get into the nuts and bolts of assigning roles and speeches. So this is the second session that's also devoted to VPEs and officers. We're going to show you how to schedule speeches from the Schedule Speeches link. And then we're going to show you how to edit an agenda in detail. Nuha is then going to show you how to send email notifications from Easy Speak, and that's really cool. And we'll show you some examples of that as well. And we're going to show you how to close meetings, and we're going to look at some communication and leadership charts. So I just want to say hello to Toastmaster Nuha. She's right here with me. Say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you for being here, Nuha.
It is my pleasure and honor to be here today.
Thank you. So now let's just check in with everyone to see if they can hear us and if they can see our mics. So, our screen. So if you can hear us and if you can see my screen and it says Session 2 Presentation Topics, would you please type something in the question window that says yes, hello, or anything, please? Okay, no one has. Okay, all right, so I turned off my mic by mistake. Okay, so Rajiva, thank you for saying yes, you can hear us and you can see our screen. So we'll move forward then. Now, please remember to ask your questions, type them in the window. We want this to be interactive, so we need your questions, we need your hands raised. Oh, we do have some hands raised already, so let's go and take them. Dr. Adela, we're going to open your mic for you so that you can speak. Dr. Adela, your mic is open. DTM Toastmaster Adela, please go ahead, please.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Hello,
Hi.
how are you, Akanki? Nice,
Wonderful.
nice to hear you again today.
Our pleasure.
I'm hearing you and seeing the screen. No problem for me.
Oh, great,
Thank you
great.
very much.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? Have you started playing around with the system for Pearl Weave or for your other club?
Really, I want to ask from the last time, but you are so much busy, and I see many questions for you. I want if I can use it for the Arabic club, and I try really, but I fail because they want the agenda and everything. I should write it in English.
Yes, yes. Right now the system,
You understand me? Yeah.
yeah, it's only in English right
You
now.
are yeah, it's only English.
Yes. But you could,
It's not. I cannot do it for Arabic club.
no, I don't think so. You could definitely submit a support question to the support forum and ask them how can you use the system for another language. I know they have a language component, but I don't know much about it. So that would be something that you could look into, and we can also look into it in between this session and the next session. So we'll mention something about it in
Okay.
the next session.
Okay. Inshallah. Thank you very much.
Also, Toastmaster Adela, if you would join our Facebook group online and post that question there, that would be helpful. We're at D79 Easy Speak Support. So just enter D79 altogether and Easy Speak Support, and you'll find the Facebook group, so you can join us there, inshallah, and we can answer that question for not just for you, but for us
Uh,
as well. Okay?
okay, but can you repeat it for me or write it because it is cutting. The sound is in some
Okay. Yes,
point. It is
I'll write
cutting.
it
I cannot
later. Yes, I'll write it.
hear. Okay.
Okay, thank
Okay. Thank you
you.
very much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome very much. Thank you. Okay, no more hands raised. Let's see if we have any questions here. No. Okay, so we're going to get started. I need to go to the browser now and sign on. Now, last week, actually, we're going to do the preview, and so we're just going to speak that, right? Okay, so Noha is going to tell us about, she's going to do a review of what we did last week.
Good evening, everyone. Last week we had our first session of Easy Speak Up Close, and we covered how to set up your club, and we showed you how to go into the control panel and change different things like the officer list, adding new roles to the system, and how to set your meeting location and meeting information from the control panel.
Iman, I need a notebook or paper, please.
We also covered how to add users to the system, and we covered the different types of users: members, special guests, visitors. We covered how to edit your profile and how to edit a member's profile, how to reset a profile for members who forgot their passwords, and we showed you the discussion forums on Easy Speak, as well as the officer view and the member view, and how to change from these two views to view to get what you want from Easy Speak.
Great. Thank you very much.
Are there any questions about the previous session? Please raise your hand or write in the question box. Nothing?
No questions. Okay. All right. So now we're going to look at creating meetings. So I'm signed in as myself and I'm an officer. So I have the officer's view in Easy Speak. And now I'm going to show you how to create a meeting. There are two ways you can do it. What I usually do is go to the top menu where it says meeting. I'm hovered over it now, and go down to create meeting. And I get this window, and I'll explain to you the straightforward fields that you can fill in. but most of it's done by default. The subject is Dhahran Women's Toastmasters Club meeting. It's a Toastmasters meeting. You also have the option of setting up a committee meeting for an XCOM or for a subcommittee like the PR committee, for example, or you can do other events like social events, but the Toastmasters meeting is the only one where you can actually assign a role and people can take roles. So Toastmasters meeting is there by default. The date is there by default because the system knows when your next meeting is or when the next meeting is that you need to plan. So for example, if you're a new club and you have not scheduled the next meeting, then it's going to automatically pull it from the system, whatever you've set up in the back end. It has the time. The starting at is the time. So we start at 1 o'clock for Dhahran Women's Toastmasters Club. The venue here, it has a drop-down menu because we've had different locations in the past, and but it defaults to the one that we're currently using. The club name is there by default. The meeting number is there by default, but it can be changed. Especially, I remember using that when we were doing mini meetings, MINI meetings. During Ramadan, we didn't have full meetings. We had mini meetings, so we had to insert meetings in between the full meetings, and I had to do some renumbering. So it's good that that can be changed. The meeting theme is the meeting theme. Whatever the Toastmaster of the day has decided the theme would be. If you know, you can go ahead and add it, but often you don't know very far in advance. And as you can see, this is the meeting for March 8th, 2016. That's how far in advance we're planning our meetings. Isn't that amazing? Okay, and here you can select an agenda. Now, by default, if you're a new club, there'll be only 5 of these, I believe. You'll have the option to set up an agenda that involves 2 speakers, 1 for 3 speakers, 1 for 4 speakers, and then you'll have 3 contest templates. International speech contest, which I'm hovered over now, speech and evaluation competition, and table topics and humorous speech contest. Those will be there by default. All the other ones that you see here in this drop down are ones that we've actually created ourselves. So you have the capacity to create new agendas yourself. You can do that by building on the default template. So for example, if you want to do a speakathon, you would choose the 4-speaker template and then add to 2 or 3 or however many speakers you can accommodate in your speakathon, and then you save it as a new agenda. And I'm going to show you how to do that shortly. So creating a meeting. So I'm just going to choose a 3-speaker meeting. And so that when I go into the agenda and actually start assigning roles, it will only have speaking slots for 3 speakers, and that's really cool. Here, you can assign the meeting manager. That can be the Toastmaster of the day or one of the officers. Ideally, it's the Toastmaster of the day so that he or she can have the capacity to manage the meeting as well and look at the attendance and things like that. So, and all of these items can be changed once you've created the meeting. You can go back and edit a meeting. And I think we'll probably show you that today. Here, this space, you can write something about the meeting. You can elaborate on the theme, or you can say something, anything that you want to see about the meeting. And once you're done with all of that, you click submit. So let's see, I chose 3-speaker. I made myself the meeting manager, and I usually leave the other part blank. And for this test, I will do that. I just want to check in to make sure everyone can still see my screen. Can you see my screen? I'm on Easy Speak Dhahran Women's Toastmasters Club. Just type something in the window if you can hear me and if great. Okay, thank you, Fatin. All right. So this notification that we're getting here is because a previous meeting has not been closed, and the system encourages you to close the meeting. And I think we should go ahead and close this meeting now because it's going to keep getting in the way of what we're doing. So I'm just going to show you quickly how to do that since we need to go ahead and do that. So, sorry, I should click yes if you're ready to close the meeting. First of all, it says warning, no assignments will be possible if 3 meetings remain open. Well, we only have 1 meeting open, but it's going to keep showing me this. And if we continue without closing 3 meetings, then we cannot assign any more roles for the next meeting. So it'll only give you a limit of 3 meetings that remained open after they have been completed. But it's an annoyance to even have one. So it's effective, because now I'm going to go here and close this meeting. We were going to show you this later on, but we'll go ahead and show it to you now. And I'll let Nuha show you how to do that. Nuha?
Yes. So when you go to the meeting page of when you close a meeting, this is how it looks after the meeting has already occurred. So you will see the members who confirmed their attendance beforehand and the ones who said they were not attending. There are some members who did not respond as to whether they're coming to the meeting or not. So what you need to do to close the meeting is record the actuals. Record actually how many members attended the meeting and who attended the meeting and who did not. So we specify this here. I know this member was there, so I will say yes. Oh, sorry. And so on for all of the other members. For this member too. For the role takers, we should also record the actuals, because you can have, well, hopefully not, but this could happen that you can have someone who has a role and then they do not show up, or they apologize, they could not do the role. So if someone else took the role, you should change it here, because this is the actual. Here the counter was not assigned before the meeting, but in the meeting someone took the role.
I think it was Leela.
Leela, yes. No, Leela was the timer.
Okay, it was Hayat then.
Okay. Okay. The awards, we usually put the Toastmaster of the Day, because she presents the awards at the end. And the president. I think all the roles are filled. The timer, is the timer there? Where's the timer? Yeah, it's all filled.
Okay, great.
Okay, then all the roles are correct. All these speakers delivered their speeches, but we need to choose which CL project they chose to, because besides doing your speech in CC, you can also get credit for your speech in the CL manual. So we can choose which project in the leadership manual she chose to get credit for that speech. Usually when we do not know which role the member chose, we put any project, and then you can reopen the meeting when you know. After closing the meeting, you can actually reopen to change it to the correct project. And here we put the best speaker award. We select it for record. So the best speaker on that day was Sukaina. The best table topics was, we did not have table topics on that day because it was a speakathon. So I can delete this award from here. Oh, I forgot to click save.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I forgot to click save, and so everything I did was undone. So before you delete an award or do something that by default refreshes the screen, try to click save from over here or over there. It will appear when you do a change. Like if I do this change, it will appear the save. Anyway, so for the sake of time, I will just close this meeting. After you're done, you can change the meeting theme and put the word of the day here, insert it here. We will show you how to do this afterwards. So you just click close, and the meeting is closed, and that red thing over here disappears from your screen, and it says this meeting is closed for changes. And if you want to reopen it, you can click here to make any changes that you forgot to make or that were not saved or anything. And back to you, DTM Akanke.
Okay, thank you so much, Nuha. Let's see if we have any questions in the question box. How could I add a role to the agenda for For some reason, the counter did not appear when I generated the agenda. Okay, so we'll show you that, Toastmaster Fatin. Thank you for your question. And let me see if there are any hands raised. No hands raised. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go to selecting and editing the meeting agenda. So I'm going to go to the agenda for March 6th, the one that I just created, and in order to get to that one, I need to go to my meeting. Let me go to the meeting list or the calendar. Let's see. Either way, there are several options. I'm going to go to the calendar, and it's going to put me in the month of December automatically. So I'm just going to go to March.
Not sure.
I've never used view next year. Yeah. Okay. Now it's going to take me to 2017.
Oh my God. You can plan that.
Far in advance. Yeah, sure. Okay, so let me just get to March here. Nothing like live training. All right, so the meeting on March 8th, that's the one I just created. Now, no roles have been assigned for this meeting yet. As you can see here, no speakers, no CL roles, nothing. And what I want to show you first is how to use the auto button. This is a button that will generate an agenda based on an algorithm, based on goals that have been set by members, based on several things like how long it's been since a member took a role. It's going to go in and use that algorithm. And this says view assignment audit trail, and that gives you some detail on what goes into it. But I don't want to go into that much. I just want to show you how to use this auto button. It's very easy to use the button, but I want to show you what it does. So I'm going to click auto, and now I'm waiting for Easy Speak to do some magic here. Great. So what it did, it refreshed the screen, and it assigned all the CL roles. It does not assign the speaker roles, and that's because that's a two-way process, and it just only automatically assigns the CL roles. And in assigning the CL roles, I want to explain to you that it also, as Nuha just showed you before, it also generates a drop-down so that you can determine what CL project that member is getting credit for that particular role, because we know that each role is associated with a project and sometimes more than one project. So, for example, the general evaluator, as I'm showing here, is associated with 6 projects. So we assign the project ahead of time. Let's say we want her to do project 3, which I believe is critical thinking, I think. But whatever it is, that's the one she will make sure she gets credit for when she takes that role in the meeting. It's giving feedback. Okay, project 3 is giving feedback. And so you want to do that as the VPs. You want to do that for each assignment. You want to tell them, or you want to find out from them which role they want to get credit for. Okay, either way, you need to know so that it can be assigned. And there's a neat view. You can also view the agenda or view a report that says what projects roles are being taken for, so that you can send that to all the members who have roles to take. What were you going to say?
Some members don't have this because they don't have a chart.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. So if a member does not have a drop-down menu, that means that they have already either completed the assignment, and for this particular role, they don't have any other places on their CL chart to get credit for it, or sometimes we found out the hard way that they haven't actually been assigned a CL chart, and that's something that has to be done manually when you add a new member. And we can show you that as well. Could you write that for me, Nuha? Okay, so that's pretty much it. And then I want to show you the easy way to assign a speaker. If you know Toastmaster so-and-so is the person who needs to speak at the next meeting and it has already been agreed upon, you drop down the first speaker slot and you choose her name. Later, Nuha is going to show you the more strategic way to assign speeches. And so I'm just going to go randomly down the list to, uh-oh.
I think it saved it.
Okay. And so I'm just going to choose another speaker's, let me see.
These are the ones requested.
Yeah, these are the ones who have requested speeches. So what's in the drop-down list are members who have requested speeches or have had speeches requested for them. Pardon?
The other way of requesting a speech. You can request it from direct.
Okay, I'll show them. Okay, so here you also have the capacity. Let's say I'm going to take this off for Leela. I'm going to delete Leela as a third speaker, and I want to show you that if someone is not on the list that I know needs to do a speech, like it's a new member who just joined last week and she's ready to do her icebreaker, but she hasn't requested a speech and we haven't requested it for her either, we can do it right here from the menu. Just hover over this, click request a speech, and it takes you to the request a speech window, which did we go over that last week? Okay.
I think so.
Okay, so should we do that now?
Yeah.
Okay. She's my boss, y'all. Okay. All right. So you can click request a speech, and then you have to choose the member's name. I'm going to choose Nuha.
Yeah, I need to do a speech.
And so the speech title is anything. It can be to be determined or whatever. And then you have to, once you put the title, you click the middle tab, which says workbook speech. And this is where you assign the speech, the workbook that the speech is being delivered from. And you see now the speech title has a green mark. And here we're going to say she's going to deliver a project from the Competent Communicator Manual. Project number 7. And now that has a green check mark. And schedule speech, normally if you did it another way, if you didn't do it from within the agenda and you were doing it from another chart like the CC chart or from the member's profile, there's so many ways you can request a speech. Normally this would have a red X and I would have to click here and schedule it, but since I came from within the agenda on a certain meeting date, it knows when it's going to be scheduled. So now I just click save because it knows it's going to be scheduled on March 8th, 2016. So the speech has been saved. I'm going to go back to the agenda now. And that's going to be assigned to Toastmaster Nuha. And it says my next speech, it's CC7, and it gives the objectives for CC7 as well, which is really cool. I just want to go back briefly to the auto button that I used. If you can also use the auto button if you partially assigned some of the CL roles. So let's say I had assigned the general evaluator and the first evaluator, but everything else was still empty and unassigned. When I click the auto button, it will only assign what has not been assigned. Anything that's been assigned, it will keep that person's assignment there. So that's pretty cool too. It won't just erase stuff. I like that.
And it only works for roles, not speeches.
Yes, I said that. Yes, it only works for roles and it does not assign speeches because that's a pretty complicated process. As you just saw, we have to give it a title. We have to say which book it's from. And the system is not that smart yet. Okay. All right. Let's check in and see if we have any questions. Did we answer Fatin's question? I don't think so. Let's go back to see what it was. How can I add a role to the agenda? Okay. Yeah, we're here. We can do that. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to show you how to, let's see, I just want to make sure I explained how to make assignments manually, explain how to assign speeches. Yes. Oh, I want to show you one more thing before I show Fatin how to add a role. Here, whenever you schedule a speech for someone and add the speeches to the agenda, it will automatically show you the previous evaluators. This can be very useful because you don't want to always assign the same evaluator to the same speaker if you can avoid it. So this is useful information. If you want to assign an evaluator to a certain speaker, it might be helpful for you to look back up and see who their previous evaluator was. So I just wanted to share that with you. Here, you can cancel any of the roles that you want by just putting checking this box.
Accept. This is to accept, to confirm the role.
Oh, yeah, sorry. This is to confirm the role. The red X is to unassign the role. And when you click the red X, it will automatically refresh. If you click the I accept the role, you're accepting it for the member because you know she accepted it. You have to save after you do that. But if you click the red X, it's going to automatically delete it and refresh the screen. Okay, ideally though, members go in and they confirm their role. The VPE can send an email, and we'll show you that later, how to send emails that say you've been assigned this role, and inside the email will actually give them a link to say, yes, I'm coming and I'll take this role. All right, so now on the left side we have the attendance, and this would show who has already confirmed their attendance. We don't do anything with that because it's a March meeting, so nothing needs to be done with that for now. But if it was next week's meeting, you would be able to see who has already confirmed their role. Now, I want to show Faten how to edit the agenda to add a role. Let's say we want to add, what do we want to add?
Vote counter.
A vote counter? Okay. So we go here to the upper left part of the agenda screen, and there are two buttons with pencils over them. One is to edit the meeting. Remember when we set up the meeting at the beginning of this training? You can edit that. If you click this, you can edit it and go in and change anything about the meeting. Let's say we now know the theme of the meeting, so we'll say this happy days. I don't know, I'm making up stuff. Okay, that's the meeting theme. You can change anything. You can change the meeting manager, and you just click submit. I don't know why Rishma's name is in there.
Auto assignment, I think.
Oh, okay, because I assigned her as the Toastmaster of the day? Yeah, that's probably why it is.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Let's confirm our suspicion.
Yeah, I'd assigned her as Toastmaster of the day.
Got it.
The meeting manager.
Okay, so I don't know how many of you watched that closely. When I originally set up the meeting, I made myself the meeting manager. But since I used the auto button to assign the role, and the system automatically assigned the Toastmaster of the day role to Reshma, when I went to go in to edit the meeting, her name was there as the meeting manager. Wow, I love Easy Speak. Okay, so now let me get to Faten's question. To edit the agenda, you click on the agenda with the pencil over it in the left part of the screen. And we want to add a role. And here it's showing the details, the nitty-gritty details of the meeting. It shows everything that does not necessarily show in the agenda that we just left, nor on the printed agenda. So I will go in and add a role. To add a role, the first thing you do is you have to decide where you want to add it. Do you want to, so this is the vote counter. So we know we want to add it to the end of the meeting. After the General Evaluators report, we want to, and before the presentation of awards and thank you, we want to insert a role. So this first column here has a icon. If you hover over it, it says insert above. That means it's going to insert a role above where this line is. So I want to insert it above presentation and awards. I click that, and it's going to take me to a screen with a new agenda item. And now I have to say vote counter report, which is associated with the awards. And we don't have that on here, so I'm going to show you how to create one now. What? To do that, I'm going to open up another tab.
In Easy Speak, you're going to go back and forth a lot.
Yes. So what I'm going to do now is since we don't actually have a role for that, and we wanted to show you how to add roles from the club control panel. When you, what I just did, I'm sorry, I need to not go so fast and make sure that I make you aware of everything that I'm doing. So let me just go back. What I did is I scrolled down to the bottom of my screen and I clicked Control Panel. If you don't see Control Panel on the bottom of your screen, that means you don't have Control Panel access. That access is only given to officers and officers with that access. Not even all officers have access to the Control Panel. So I'm going to click Control Panel. It's going to give me an extra security measure and ask me to confirm my login again. And it takes me to the back end where I will now go to Meeting Roles. And it gives me a list of all the meeting roles. And we want to add vote counter. So I'm going to go here down to the bottom right where it says Create New Role and click the Add button. I'm going to tell it the role name. I'm going to tell it the abbreviation. I could put a comment that would be sent on email, but I'm going to skip that. And now I have to tell it certain things about it. Is this a role that's reported on CL? Not reported. Include the location comment on meeting email? No. Is this role assignable? Yes. Do you want to show it on the participation chart? Yeah, we can show it. And we can show it on the roles chart too. It depends on the role whether or not you want to show it. So you have to think about that. Is this a fillable role? Will you allow members to volunteer for this role? Yes. Can this role be repeated? No, we only need one vote counter per meeting. Hide repeat. Hide the repeat number of this role. That's for competition timekeepers. That's for a contest. So you could say no for this because for the competition, you usually have more than one tally counter, and this kind of doubles as that. I'm just going to click no for the sake of this test. And is this role only for competitions? No. Hide this role from the public view? No. Okay, speaker? No. Evaluator? No. The agenda and member charts will be sorted in this sequence. I always skip that because it doesn't, I don't know what it is and it doesn't impact anything meaningfully that I know of. Is this a major role that requires significant preparation? No. Minimum number of meetings, 0. If possible, do not assign this role to members who have attended more than 0 meetings. So here you're setting minimum requirements or criteria for this particular role. In some clubs, for example, if it's the general evaluator role or a more sophisticated role, you have to have a minimum. So that's all for now. I'm going to just save this by default. Now I've saved it and I can go back to my agenda screen. I need to refresh the screen where I was adding a new role, and hopefully that will show up now. Vote counter is here now. I'm going to choose it. I'm going to give it, here is where you tell it the timing. If you want to just say it's a 1-minute roll, you can just click 1 without doing the green, amber, red. This is really for the timer if it's a role that really requires timing. But if you just want to know how long it's going to take on the agenda, and you do need to tell the agenda how long it's going to take, you just put the total amount. So I'm going to put 1. Do you want to print this item on the summary agenda? We'll say yes. Print the start time for this item? It depends. I'll say no for this. Print the spacer line. I'll show you what the spacer line is. What we're going to do now is just generate an agenda so that you can see what the spacer line is all about. And what I just did is I went back to the front page, and now on the sidebar I clicked View Meeting, and this is the meeting for December 22nd. And now I'm going to click on agenda, and I'm going to show you what the spacer lines look like. We don't have any spacer lines here. Okay, this is a spacer line right here. But what we also want to do is to put a spacer line after the counter, so that, in fact, let me do that now. I'm going to go to, now this is, I'm on a different agenda now for December 22nd, and I'm going to find the role of the counter. It's here. I'm going to edit this role. and then I'm going to say, yes, print spacer after this line and update it. And now I'm going to look at the agenda again, and now you see this line separates before the speaker starts. And so I would do the same thing after the fourth speaker, and this just makes the agenda easier to look at a glance because it separates those three main segments: the educational session or the opening, the prepared speeches, table topics, evaluation. So ideally, that's how you would do that. Glad I could show you that quickly. Okay, so we're going to go back to the agenda item for a vote counter. Share voting results is what I'm typing here. And only a 1 minute duration. I'm not going to print it. I am going to print it on the summary agenda. I'm going to show that. I'm not going to show the start time, and I'm not going to print a spacer line after it. So I'm going to go ahead and click add the new agenda item. Still answering Fatin's question. And so now we're going to go and find it here on the bottom here. So we added that. And now we're going to go back to the agenda to show it on the agenda, which requires now a member to be assigned that role. And what I'm going to do, second speaker, Abir, does not have a workbook assignment. Okay, we'll fix it. Oh, once Easy Speak is just really like, it just wants you to do everything the right way. So it wants me to say what book Abir is working from. Okay, Easy Speak. She's doing third speech and speech title. Okay, I put a speech title there, and now I'm going to click save. And it's going to save that for Abir, and now it's being nice, and now it's showing the agenda. Okay, so here's the agenda. I'm just going to go back here and go to the actual agenda where we need to assign the role to someone for the vote counter. See down at the bottom, now this role is available. It needs to be assigned to someone. I could click the auto button. I'll do that to show you that it will not mess up all these other people, Rosalba, Samia, Mata. They will still be there. Cross our fingers. Yes. Yeah, so everybody is still there, and it assigned this role to Toastmaster Joy. Okay. All right. So that brought that home full circle in terms of showing the auto button and how it works and different ways it can work, and showing Fatin how to insert a role. Fatin, did that answer your question? Was that clear for you? And you said for some reason the counter did not appear when you generated the agenda. Is it showing on your screen, on the actual screen? And if it's showing on your screen and it's not showing on the agenda, you probably need to edit the role. You need to go to that role in the agenda. I'll go back to this. And make sure that it's printable on the agenda. So, for example, let's see here. Vote counter is on here, down here at the bottom. If I go back to to edit that and change whether it prints, we'll see the results of that. Print this? No. Update. Okay, all right, so now let me go to the agenda. I'm going to look at the agenda and see if it shows there. It does not show. So Fatin, you probably need to check to make sure the vote counter is a printable role. Great, her question was answered. Awesome, thank you so much, Fatin. Let's see if we have any hands raised. No hands raised. Okay, now what's next on the agenda, Nuha?
I show them how to...
Okay, so Nuha is now going to show you how to schedule speeches in a strategic, way using the Schedule Speeches link.
hello everyone again. So the first thing I personally do when I was VPE that I used to do when scheduling speeches is I go to this club from the many menus up there, this club, and choose speech list. I click on that, and it shows me a page with all the requested speeches from members. So this is the first way, which is confirming the speeches that members requested. You can either request a speech for members and they confirm it, or they, when you're the VPE, or they request speeches and you confirm that they will do these speeches on that date. So, for example, here we have the list of requested speeches from many different members, and this column here, which says requested, it shows the day that each member actually went onto the system and requested this speech. So you would know who requested the speech first. Normally, when we're using the old-fashioned way and asking members to send you if they want to reserve a spot for a speech this week, for example, you know who requested the speech first. But on the system, you need to keep track of who requested which speech first. So it shows that to you here under requested, the dates. And it shows them in order, actually. So it starts from April 20, like here there's April 27, 28, it goes in order. So you would know who requested first. Some speeches may be requested a long time ago. For example, Fatima, her icebreaker was requested on 27th of April.
And she's actually completed her CC.
Yeah, so that is extremely old.
Yeah, and we can actually delete those from the system. Why don't we show them how to delete those?
Yes, I was just going to do that.
Okay, great.
So here it shows if it's scheduled or not. It is not scheduled. And this icon is delete. I will click on it, and it will delete this speech request from the page.
Can we quickly go to...
This makes it easier for you when you have a drop-down menu on the meeting page to choose the speeches. There are less speeches, and you are more focused on the ones that are actually need to deliver their speeches.
Right. So all of these speeches we're looking at here that were requested a long time ago, this is probably when we were kind of new at using the system, and some members requested speeches another way, and they were actually assigned the speech another way. So a lot of these are old, that they can be deleted now. And as Nuha said, when we delete them here, on the drop-down menu, on the agenda that I just showed you, for example, you would not have that many names on the list because those would have been deleted. Some of them are just old.
And it shows here, besides the date that they requested the speech, it shows which day they would like to deliver their speech. There's a first preference, second preference, and third preference. They can choose 3 dates. For example, I want to deliver a speech next week, but I'm not sure there's a slot or a space for me to deliver a speech. So I will put it as my first preference. My second preference, I will put it for the week after, and my third preference for the week after.
And actually, when they go in to request a speech and they are requesting a date, they can see how many are scheduled and how many are available. So, but you can still, and I showed this in a previous training, I think the first overview training, which we sent you a link to that in your reminder email today. You can, when you're requesting a speech, what is it called? When you waitlist, you can waitlist yourself for a meeting that's full. There are 4 speaking slots taken. You still want to try to deliver on that day as a backup speaker. You can request that date so that the VPE knows that if anyone cancels, you'll be the one who she'll come to, he or she will come to.
Yes. Thank you for clarifying that. And so you see the first preference, second preference, and third preference. So the first thing you look at is the date they requested. So they have the priority. And then you look at which date they would like to deliver. If there is a conflict of dates, like you only have a slot for 1 speaker next meeting and you have 2 members requesting speeches on that day, you ideally should choose the one who requested their speech first.
On a first come, first served basis.
First served basis. So it shows first the speeches that are not scheduled. But if you scroll down, you will also see the speeches that are scheduled but are not delivered yet. Here, December 22nd, December 29th. It shows them all in order of the meetings up until the 8th of March, where we just assigned some speeches, requested some speeches. Here it also shows you the recent speeches that have actually been completed in order of the meetings, in descending order of the meetings. So it goes all the way back. It's a great record-keeping system.
Amazing. And this,
so I will go back up.
Yeah, I was going to say this ties into the charts that we'll show them later. We're going to show them, I think, the communication chart.
So, yes. So after you decide which member you want to assign or to accept their speech for a specific date, you can't schedule their speech from here. You go to a different page from my participation menu, and you click on Schedule Speeches. This page will show you all the upcoming meetings. And it shows who the speakers are for each meeting. So I will try to see a slot for the member who requested a speech first.
So what we're seeing here, we're scrolling through and we're seeing
meetings.
We're looking for a drop down where a speech slot is actually available.
Not assigned.
That's not assigned, right? And so the first one that's available is on January 12th.
So here I can choose from this menu because, wow, that's a long list.
We need to clean that up.
Yes, so I can choose the person that I will give this slot to according to who requested first. Here on the left side, for all of them, it shows blank, but for this member, it shows 3, which means that this is her third preference. It will show 2 or 1 if it's the second preference or the first preference. For all the other members, maybe they did not choose a preference. They just chose one date. So it just shows that they requested a speech. And I will choose Linda.
And ideally, if you're using that list to prioritize, the higher the number, that's the one you want to give priority to, because that if you see a 3, that means they didn't get their first preference date, they didn't get their second preference date, and they're still waiting. So you look for the 3s, basically.
Yes, that's a good point. So here Linda has been scheduled for that day, and she still needs to confirm that she's going to give her speech on that day. I can confirm her if she informed me that she will do it. I can accept her, or she can go into the system herself and accept the role, the speech. Also, if you would like to record a speech that the member made outside the club, outside the Toastmasters meeting, they did it in some other club, for example, here you can do it here. But it needs to be a speech that was requested to be able to see it on that menu.
Yes.
So if they hadn't requested requested it on the system, you need to request a speech for them and then come here and select it.
Okay.
Then select go.
Let's see if we have any questions.
Okay.
Yes, Dr. Adela has her hand raised. I'm going to open her mic. Toastmaster Adela, your mic is open. Go ahead, please. Toastmaster Adela? Assalamu alaikum.
Hello?
Yes, hi.
Hi. Actually, I want to ask you about our new club, Braille Wave. That many meetings are without starting the Easy Speak. So how we can add this, or we ignore it and will be start from the day we start with the Easy Speak?
Say it again. She wants to
add previous meetings.
Okay.
that they have done before using EasySpeak.
Okay.
Is that your question?
Can we? Yes, this is the question. And no.
Yes. So yes, you can add previous speeches the same way that I created the meetings. You can create a meeting and change the date. For example, it may automatically give you a date of December 22nd, but you can go back and you can change that to October 1st, for example, if that was your first meeting. So yeah, you can create meetings in the past, and you can give role assignments in the past, and you can close them out manually and all of that. And you can definitely do that. In fact, if you want to capture the history of your members' activities, you have to have a meeting in order for them to, in order for that to work, right?
Yeah, in order for them to be able to add their roles and speeches to that meeting.
Yeah. Did that answer your question, Dr.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Adela?
Yes. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you very much. I get your.
Okay, great. Thank you for asking. Let's see if we have any questions. Let me close her mic first. All right. Any questions down here? Okay, no questions. All right. Okay, so let Nuha continue.
So for to add a speech that has already been done a long time ago, there's no straightforward way to do it. We have to request a future speech and then add it here with a previous date, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to request a speech for a future date, and then you come here and choose that speech. And can I do that now? Can we change it if I do it?
Just go ahead and choose one of them.
Okay.
Either one. Mm-hmm.
So I will choose this one and click go. Here I can choose the which project it is and the speech title. The date, yes, I can put a previous date over here of the speech, 2014, 2015, whichever date I want to choose, and the evaluator.
Especially if you know who the evaluator was, and ideally, even if, especially when we are giving speeches outside the club, that the member still needs to get an evaluation the same way, and the VPE needs to be informed of their home club as well as the club that they're giving the speech at. It needs to be a coordinated effort so that so that everyone knows. And so you would add who evaluated the speaker, and if they're not in our system, if they're not in your EasySpeak system, you just leave it not assigned.
And then you click Save External Speech. I will not save this. And then it is saved. So this is how you schedule speeches as VPE and how to prioritize and know who to choose to deliver the speech on the next meeting.
And there are several things that you can do here to adjust your screen. You can hide the speech details. You can hide goals and hide notes. You can sort by in different ways and in ascending or descending order as well. So it gives you lots of options on how to review or to look at the schedule speeches page. And this part over here shows the when the person last spoke and when they're scheduled to speak next. So that's very helpful as well. Okay.
Okay. Now DTM Akanke is going to show us how to how to add an agenda template and how to edit an agenda template and how to choose a new one.
Okay.
So
we'll just go to we'll just go back. We'll go to the next meeting.
No. March 8th?
Yeah, we don't want to mess with the next meeting. We want to go back to March 8th. And is it in the screen?
Do we have it here? Yes.
No, that's December.
No, December 20th.
Okay, so let's go. I've got to go back to, I'm going to show you another way to look at the meetings. I'm going to go this time to meeting list. The last time I did the calendar, this time I'm going to choose meeting list, and it gives you a list that shows a range from May to December. So I'm going to change this to March 2016. so that when it refreshes, I'll see March 8th here at the top of the list. And also, while I'm on this page, I want to show you that it shows a lot of information. It shows the attendance, that is, if it's a future meeting, who has already confirmed their attendance. And it shows you percentages of, I'm not sure what the percentage is actually, 100%, 20, I'm not sure what that is, honestly. But what I do like is it shows you the speakers. This, for example, is an agenda for a 3-speaker meeting, and all 3 speech slots have been taken. If you see 03, this means that no speaking slots have been taken. That's for March 1st. So no speaking slots have been assigned for that one. This is March 1st. I'm going to go to March 8th by clicking this next button here. And it takes me to March 8th. These are very useful buttons. So previous, next, you can use those if you want to go from week to week. And if it's the last meeting scheduled, you can click this button here and create a new meeting. Instead of going up here to meeting, create a meeting, you can do it right here from this window by clicking new event, and it will give you the same screen. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to edit the agenda. We did a little bit of that already when we inserted the role for the vote counter, but I'm going to go back here again to edit agenda. I showed you already how to choose the template when you create the meeting. We chose a 3-speaker agenda for this meeting. And now let's say I change my mind. I want a 4-speaker meeting. I can just go here where it says replace with a different template. Click the drop-down menu here, choose 4-speaker, and click go, and it's going to automatically make it a 4-speaker meeting. Template replace. So it's giving me a warning that someone was assigned the Sergeant at Arms role, which was deleted when I chose this template, and Joy was assigned the role of vote counter, which has been deleted because that template did not have that role. So be careful when you're changing the template, and it's good that the system at least warns you what was just deleted, so you can take note of that if you want to add those roles back. So now I have a different agenda, and to see that agenda, I'm going to click here to return to the agenda just to show you that. At first, it was a 3-speaker agenda. Now we're going to see an extra speaking slot available for a 4th speaker that has not been assigned. And there's a 4th evaluator automatically assigned. And the Sergeant at Arms role is there. We need to figure out how to make that a permanent
Sergeant at Arms
and President. Okay, there's a way to do it. Okay, but for now, that's how you change. That's one way to edit the agenda. There's another way. Let's say we want to add a role. I'm just going to add something randomly. I'm going to add something here after the president.
Welcome.
So I'm going to say this is going to be educational session. Better speaker. What?
Control your fear.
Okay, control your fear. Okay, and I skip over repeat. It's not a role that repeats. It's a 10 to 12 minute segment, so I'm going to say show the green at 10 minutes, show the amber at 11, show the red at 12. And print this item on the summary agenda? Yes. Print the start time? Yes. And I want it to print it on any agenda. So if I were to click detailed agenda only, it won't show on the summary agenda. There are 2 types of agenda, which I'll show you when I get back to the agenda screen. Print spacer after this? Yes. After an educational session, that's usually one segment on its own, so I want it to print a spacer line so that we know we're going into another segment. And I'm going to click new agenda item, and that's going to add that. Now let's say I want to save this. Okay, so I have 4 speakers, plus an educational session, I can go down to the bottom and use this agenda to replace another agenda, or I can use this agenda to create a new template named for speakers and educational session. Oh, I can't, that's too many letters.
/ educational, that's what I usually use.
Okay, slash. Okay, so if I want to do that as a new template, I just type in the template name, click new template, and it's going to create that new template. I can also delete this template if I want to, and each one of these lines gives you a different option. So again, use this agenda to replace a template. Which template? You tell it. Or use this agenda to create a new template named whatever name you want to name it, and then click new template. Or delete this template and choose which one you want to delete and then delete it. I'm going to click new template, and our VPE is going to be very happy about that. And so now I have a new template, and look at this red note here. You have 19 saved templates. Please, please delete any not regularly used to create new meetings. I love EasySpeak. It just keeps you, disciplined and clean. Okay, so I just showed you how to edit an agenda, how to insert a role, how to replace an agenda, how to create a new template, and now I want to show you what else is on this screen. Here you have the order. The first column is the order. Let's say we want the educational session not to be the first thing, we want it to be the last thing. So in order to do that, I just look at this sort order, and you notice that this says 10, 20, 30. In 10-point increments, it increases the order. That is great because it gives you the capacity to choose a number in between if you want to move something around. So instead of Control Your Fear being the third item, I want it to go after the table topic session, after they have voted for the best table topic speaker, and before they introduce the general evaluator. So that means I want to insert it above 300 and below 290. So I just go up here and I give it, I enter 295. Or any number between 290 and 300. And then I click Save New Sort Order and remove entries marked X. That's if, if you click X from this screen, it automatically deletes it and refreshes. So I don't know why this button says and remove entries marked X. Okay, so let's look down here at the bottom where it's now at 290, Control Your Fear. So it moved it in the agenda, and that's how you change the sort order for something for your agenda. This here shows you the duration, and by the way, look at this at the top. This shows you how long, according to all the items you have on your agenda, it shows you what your total time will take to go through this agenda. So our meeting is a 1 hour and 45-minute meeting. That means we have to do some subtracting. And because I just added that educational session, that added more time, 12 minutes to our session, and that's why it's showing 1 hour, 57 minutes. But just let's say, for example, you had a regular agenda and you were over by 10 minutes, you may, and you had 5 table topic speakers, you would go down to table topics and not have 5, but you'll have only 3, for example. So there are ways that you can change that. And the way to do that is just to find on the agenda whatever it is you want to delete, go and delete it by clicking the red X. You might want to, for example, take out the whole table topic session. This says table topic session, 4 question, and this time says 12 minutes. So if we delete this, click the X, it refreshes the screen. Please cancel assignments before deleting this agenda. I love EasySpeak. It will not let you get away with stuff. Okay, so I'm returning. Now it said please delete, because see what happened is that the table topics master had already been assigned. So we have to first, it's telling us first go to the agenda. First go to the agenda. and where it says table topics master, unassign it to this member by clicking the X. It's going to now refresh the screen, and then I'll be able to go back to the agenda, which still shows an hour and 57 minutes, and go down now and delete the table topics master. If I click the X, I should not get a red message. It'll just delete it for me. Are you sure you want to delete this agenda item? Yes. It's going to delete it, and now it shows an hour and 45 minutes. All right, so we just traded table topics for an educational session. And that's how you edit an agenda. Now I want to show.
I would like to add something.
Sure.
This template is called 4 Speakers Education Session, the one we just added. So when she changed something now, when she removed the table topics, it is just changed for this meeting. But the template is, you did not save this template. So it's going to remain the same with both table topics and educational session. But if you want for every if you want this template to always be like this without table topics and to have educational session, you go scroll down to the bottom of the page, use this agenda to replace the template, and choose the same template actually that you are in, and click save. So this overrides the previous agenda.
Right. Awesome. I love Easy Speak. Okay, so let's see if we have any questions. Could you show us how to send new meeting emails? Batan, I believe you have been looking at our agenda, because that's the next thing that we're going to talk about. You're so intuitive, so smart. Yes, we're going to show you that next. Did I finish everything? Did we finish everything?
We need to speak about the role repeat.
Oh, okay.
These two things over here.
Okay, sure. Earlier when I showed you how to add a new role, there was an item that I sort of skipped over that said repeat, but now I'm going to go into one of the roles that does repeat, like the speaker role. And to edit something that's on the agenda, you click that line, the pencil on that line for the agenda. So this is the first speaker, and I'm going to click the pencil. And this shows the repeat. It repeats. If the role repeats, for example, speaker evaluator, which occurrence is this? So this role does repeat, and this is the first occurrence of it, so that then it will know that the next one is the second occurrence.
Yes, by default.
Okay, so
also if on the agenda the speaker is going to appear twice, and you want to specify that this is speaker, the same speaker that, well, actually it's more convenient for evaluators. For example, the evaluator comes at the beginning of the meeting to introduce the speaker, and then at the end they give their evaluation report. So you want to specify that this is the same evaluator. You're not adding a new evaluator. So if you did not choose any repeat, it's automatically going to put it as a fourth evaluator or an extra evaluator, a new evaluator. So if you want it to be the same evaluator, you need to choose the same repeat number. If you want if you added a fourth evaluator, for example, like how DTM Akanki showed us, we added inside the agenda itself, we added if we can go back, to be clearer. For example, if I, over here, second evaluator, third evaluator, fourth, I want to add a fifth evaluator. I will come here and insert above. I will insert an evaluator, and I will leave it as 0 and see what happens. So if I leave it as 0, or I forget to write a repeat, to choose a repeat, it will it says over here, there's a notice, you must select a repeat number for the evaluator role, data changed to repeat 5. It automatically put it as the fifth evaluator. So I want to put the fifth evaluator. Now they're going to introduce the fifth speaker, but I want them to also be here after the third evaluator. Oh, there's no. Oh. I want to put them after the third or fourth. It should be fourth evaluator to deliver their evaluation report. So if I click evaluator and choose repeat 5, new agenda item,
Now,
it should be evaluator 5.
now, did we see an evaluator 4 here?
Yes, here.
Okay, great.
Over here.
Awesome.
But it's not down there.
Okay.
So here it's fifth evaluator. But if I had left it as 0, it would have been sixth evaluator, which I don't want. I can also add a fourth evaluator here if that's. I think that's annoying us that there's no fourth evaluator.
Is it actually? Yeah, because if we have 4 speakers, we need 4 evaluators.
Yeah, so there was an evaluator up there, but
it wasn't repeated at the bottom.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So evaluator 4, I will choose repeat number 4 because if I leave it, it will be evaluator number 6.
Oh, and it'll automatically show the next highest number.
Yes, and it will give me that message up there, the red message that it was automatically put as the 6th evaluator.
Okay.
So here there's 1, 2, 3, 4th, and 5th evaluator.
And what this does too is it adds time to the agenda. So adding that 4th, but we didn't give it. We didn't specify time.
No.
Huh.
So if you do not specify a time, it's not added to the agenda.
Yeah, which you have to be careful of. If you don't add the time, then you're not seeing the right. You're not seeing the right amount of time that the meeting will take. So, okay, what do we go over next? Okay, this column here shows you the timing that is associated with each role.
Green, amber, red.
Green, amber, and red.
And it will show on the agenda. If it shows here, then it will show on the summary agenda that we view up there.
Yes, and we'll show you that in just a second.
Yes.
And this shows whether or not you chose to print this item on the agenda.
There are the print column shows you 3 different 3 letters. These are actually the 3 questions that are inside the agenda item. YYN means yes, yes, no. So I can view from here what my answers to these questions were without actually going into each agenda item.
So that says, for example, yes, printed on the summary agenda. Yes,
show the start
time, and no,
do not print a spacer line after.
Exactly.
So these are the 3 questions inside the agenda item. Should I open it to view it?
Yeah, you can, to confirm it.
Okay, so I will open this one, the Sergeant at Arms.
If you see YYN and you want it to be YYY, then you can go in and change the last item to yes.
Yes, so yes, yes, no. I will change it to yes, update. Now it shows here, the print shows Y, yes, yes, yes. So that's the way I want it. I will leave it like that. Also for the spacer line, if I want it for each segment, and this is the most helpful part, if I want a spacer line for each segment, which is the spacer line, I know that it's the 3rd question, so it's over here. So yes, I want it after the Sergeant at Arms. No, 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 no. And then I want to see it after the voting for best speaker to separate the prepared speeches segment from the break, so it is Y here, so it is correct. This is the way I want it, and then it appears again after the table topics
after the time report
for the table topics. So after the table topics segment, yes, and after the educational session, so it separates everything. So
let's go look at the agenda.
So if we go to the agenda, we will see that reflected over there. Spacer line after the Sergeant at Arms. We usually don't want that, but it is just a test.
Yeah, I added it during the test.
Yes. Here after the educational, but after. Okay, so the reason there's no spacer after the prepared speeches is because we put the spacer line after an item that does not appear on the agenda. So there is no spacer line. So I need to go to the agenda and see which item appears last. So 4th speaker is the one that appears last. So I will go to 4th speaker and put a spacer line after so that it would be reflected on the agenda. 4th speaker. I need to be very careful which one. which one is on the agenda, and then you can also see from here which is printed on the summary agenda.
Right, because not everything you see on this screen, this is all the details of the meeting, not this one we're looking at now, the one we just left. It shows you all the things that are going to happen in the meeting, but not all those things are going to show on the agenda. This is for the VPE to really put in all the details, like when somebody is introduced, but we don't put introductions on the agenda. We just put the speaker on the agenda.
Yes, thank you.
Mhm.
So I will choose here, I will choose yes, spacer align after, print spacer after this line, after this agenda item. Now I will go to the agenda, or I can just go to this one and refresh.
Refresh. Mhm.
Here, the spacer line is after the fourth speaker.
I love spacer lines.
Yay.
It just does something visually that
Yes,
makes it look cleaner.
I know. Me too. I love it. And then I can also put it after the break to separate the break. It depends on you how you want your agenda to look like. So you can know which items are also printed on the agenda and the start time, whether it's there or not. If you want
Mhm.
all the start times, so you
Mhm.
can keep track of the meeting if you're
Yes.
running out of time or something,
Yeah.
which we never do.
No, we never run out of time.
And so in the middle, you will also see in the middle question D. The D means that you chose to have it on the detail agenda only.
Now let's show them the difference between a detailed agenda and
Yes,
a
please.
summary agenda. And I think we have to go back to the
to the
meeting,
agenda.
to show that. No, it's here, detailed and agenda.
Oh, right. We can see from here, we can click on detail.
I think
That is the detailed agenda.
So this shows everything. For example, it shows
It shows how the evaluator introduces the speaker. So
it
first
shows
evaluator-
it shows everything. It shows everything that was on the previous sheet, basically.
yes,
And if we go and click just the regular agenda,
the summary
it's a
agenda.
summary agenda.
Mhm.
And it summarizes. So that's a much shorter screen. It'll fit all onto one sheet of paper. If we went with the detailed agenda, you need 10 pages to print this. No, I'm just kidding. Just 2 pages probably. It would definitely go to 2 pages.
I want to also show you how to add the word of the day to the agenda. Over here, the word of the day appears. No, this is the detailed one. Oh, I got confused now. Here. So up here, it will show the meeting theme on the agenda itself, the agenda that you can print it and everyone will have it, the time of the meeting, the starting time, the meeting number even, the place where you meet, the meeting theme, but it does not show the word of the day because it was not entered yet. So if we come to this page, I think also the grammarian can do it themselves. Here it says word of the day, just right above meeting theme. Not yet chosen. I will click on the plus sign.
And the word of the day is jubilant.
Okay. So I can use my own word of the day, or I can select a word from the EasySpeak library.
Wow.
And it shows you the pronunciation, if it's a noun, adjective,
It doesn't show the
verb.
meaning.
No, it does not.
Okay.
You need to go to Google for that.
Yeah, okay.
So use my own word of the day, jubilant. Then, definition.
It's an ANT. Oh.
I click on definition and
Oh
it
my
goes
God.
to, wow.
Yeah, but that's spelled wrong, I think. So it's
Really?
it's not gonna find it in the dictionary.
Misspelling.
Misspelling.
But it showed me the right one.
Good.
Jubilant.
Awesome. Boy, this technology.
Wow. It goes to dictionary.com.
Mhm.
Showing great joy, satisfaction, or triumph.
Awesome.
Okay, I'll go back here. We knew that it's a misspell. It's a good way to check your spelling as well.
Awesome. I
Jubilant.
love Easy Speak.
Then click OK, and it saves the word of the day.
And now it will show on the agenda.
Yes.
It'll refresh the screen here.
Yeah, I will. Oh, what happens to the cursor?
That was a big pointer.
So here it shows the word of the day on the agenda, and on the summary agenda, I will refresh. Now the word of the day appears.
Awesome. Awesome. Now I want to show you, while we're on this agenda, I want to show you quickly that what aspects of it is. Let's see.
Do you have any questions?
Oh, let's check. You love it. Toastmaster Bilal said, "You love everything about Easy Speak, DTM Akanke." I do, but I used to hate it, so I'm really happy that I'm at this
Yeah.
point of loving it because it's an amazing tool. You're funny, Bilal. Okay, so I want to show you this. Right now, this does not show. Get my control panel out of the way. We could have the agenda show who confirmed their attendance, and that's controlled in the club control panel, which I don't know if I'm still there. No, I'm not. But you can set your agenda to have it show the word of the day or not, the attendance, people who confirmed their attendance, people who sent apologies, you can show that as well. And I will do that quickly if Nuha gives me permission to do that. No, she doesn't give me permission to do that.
We can,
Okay.
if we have time in the end, we can do it.
Okay, we'll come back to it if we can. So what do I need to go to next?
I'm going to show them how to send emails.
Okay, great.
Okay, so to answer Toastmaster Fatin's question, where's the meeting we were just, where are we? Oh, here it is. March 8th meeting. I want to show you how to send an email. So right above the agenda and detailed agenda icons, you will find an icon that says email and has a little letter on it. And when you hover over it, it says agenda email. You click on that icon.
That's an envelope.
Envelope? Did I
Yes.
say letter?
Yes.
What's the difference? Oh, it's
The
where the
letter
letter
is-
is inside.
yes.
Okay. So you got the point. Over here, it shows many different emails. There are 5 types of emails you can send, and besides a mentor's email. So I will go over all of them with you. This is the subject of the email. It is by default the name of the club, Dahran Women's Toastmasters Club, the date and the day of the meeting, Tuesday, March 8th. So we can leave it like that, or you can change it to something you would prefer. The recipients are the Dahran Women's Toastmasters Club members. And actually over here, you can, in the first meeting, in the first email, when you can choose a list of users to send this email to. So for example, the first email is just a reminder of Dahran Women's Toastmasters Club. It says here, this is the meeting text, and you can also edit it from this box. So I can change any words, add something, change the meeting theme, whatever I want. So this is how it looks like, Dahran Women's. Oh, and there are maximum words.
It shows you how many.
It shows you how many words, letters are left that you can type. So this is how the email looks, and we'll show you an example of the emails now.
Okay.
Of the different emails. Here it says, this is a reminder of our Dahran Women's Toastmasters Club meeting of Tuesday, March 8th, 2016. Full details of the agenda will be available on the website from 1 p.m. on Tuesday, January 26th. Please use the website. You can change that if you want, if that's not how you do it. Please use the website or click on one of the following links before 1 p.m. on Tuesday, March 1st, to tell me if you will be at the meeting. So it tells you to click on one of the following links to confirm your meeting. There are links in the email I will show you right now. To confirm your attendance 1 week before March 1st. This is how it wants it to be. If you don't want it to be like that, you can say anything in your email. You can change it. Then you click first email, and it sends to these lists that you've chosen. Either just members. We've gone over that last session, the different types of users, visitor, member. So I want to send the reminder of the meeting to only the members so that they can confirm their attendance. So I will click no on all the others, and here it tells me how many users are in this category. 40 member, 39 recent contact. It shows some details over here. Can I show them a detail of the agenda from your an
Email?
example? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
For confirming attendance from Hayat. I think this is the one.
Okay.
Okay, so no, this is not the one.
Okay, you want to, let's see. Is that the one you just emailed to me?
I think.
Okay, let me go back here. Nuha? That's what you just sent me. That's what you sent me right at the beginning.
I think it's the wrong one.
Okay, so I do have these emails here.
Is that the one? I think this is the one.
No, this is an old one. I just grabbed some things.
Okay.
This one says, thank you for telling me that you'll be coming to the meeting. The full agenda is now on the website. If you would like to print it, see you there. View or print the agenda. So this is one where it's just confirming attendance, that you said you're coming or not. And let me go to the next one here. This email is an email that shows that a member has requested a speech and her preferred dates. I'm getting this email either because I'm her mentor or an officer, and in this case, I'm both. So I would get emails from my mentees or as an officer to know who requested speeches. Did you send it to me?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the email. Oh, there it is.
Oh, this is one?
I actually
Okay, good.
have it.
Okay.
Yes. No, this is the executive committee meeting. I'm sorry, I'm going into your inbox.
That's okay.
Over here is the email that I was just talking about, the first email. This is what it will tell her. This is a reminder. And then at the end of the meeting, at the end of the email, it gives you two links. You can either click on I will be at the Tuesday, September 15th meeting, or I will not be at the Tuesday, September 15th meeting. So by clicking on that, it automatically chooses that you're going to be in the meeting or you're not going to be. So it's a direct way to confirm your attendance if you get that email. So you can send that email notice however long time you want before the meeting. The second email here, this is the body of emails 2 through 5. They have the same body, the meeting theme and the time of the meeting and the details about the meeting. But for each email, second, third, fourth, fifth, each one has different text after that. And you can't change that because this is how it is. The second email is thank you. It says thank you for confirming or not confirming, depending on whether this member confirmed their role or their attendance or not. So thank you for confirming or not confirming your attendance. I have not assigned you a role. So this email is sent to the members that have not been assigned a role or do not have a role in the meeting. The third email, thank you for confirming or not confirming your attendance. I have assigned you a role. And here you can choose whether to send a reminder to the users who confirmed the roles more than 2 weeks ago. So they confirmed more than 2 weeks ago. So do you want to send them a reminder? Are you still coming to the meeting? Are you still taking that role? So yes, I want to send them a reminder. Resend an email to users who have not replied in how long? If they have not confirmed their roles, for 36 hours, for 3 days, or for 1 day, for 2 days, whatever, you can choose from here how many hours. Yes, I want to resend an email to them if they have not replied in this amount of time. No, I will not send an email. Then you click third email, second email. The fourth email is asking for volunteers for vacant roles. Here you can choose also send email to members who have not replied. The members who have not confirmed their attendance. Do you want to send them an email too? Yes, I want to send an email to everyone to ask for volunteers for vacant roles. The fifth email is the final agenda. This is the last thing that you should send, the final agenda, sent to users who have roles or who will attend. Also send email to members who have not replied. Yes, I want to send to everyone. I want to send the agenda to everyone, or I do not, however you want it. So that's the final email, and then after that there's the mentors email. And this email, as DTM Akanke showed us, is sent to the mentors of the members who are delivering speeches, or to the mentors of the members who are delivering speeches or who have roles in that meeting. So, for example, DTM Akanke, if she's my mentor and I'm delivering a speech on that day, it will send her an email saying that she's delivering a speech in the email that we just saw. You can choose to copy the VPE on these emails so that she or he would be notified that the mentor email has been sent. Here it shows whether the email has previously been sent or not previously sent. And if it is sent, I can show you that on our meeting because I just sent an email today. So in our club, we don't use all of the emails. We use them as as required. Like we send the not assigned you a role and the have assigned you a role. For members, we use the confirming attendance before the meeting. We asking for volunteers for vacant roles. We don't have that problem in our club. Mostly members take roles ahead of time. So it depends. It depends which email you would like to send. So it's not it doesn't really have to be in that order. However you want to send them, you can choose whatever you want to do with these emails. So
And the email system is very, very useful, as Nuha just shown. And I love the fact, there I go, loving something again about Easy Speak. I love the fact that you can actually reply inside the email. You can accept a role, you can confirm your attendance.
with just one click.
With one click in the email.
Here I will
Super
go
cool.
to a different agenda just to show you how it appears when it tells you that this email has previously been sent. So over here, the mentor's email, I just sent it today, previously sent on this time, this date, and this date. So you
Yes,
can.
and I got one.
Yes.
I did.
Yes,
Yeah.
I got
Can we show them
4.
that?
I think because I chose copy VPE, that's why I got all the emails, because I'm an acting VPE on the system.
Oh, okay.
So I got all the emails of the mentors.
Okay. Mentor information came at 5:58, and this says mentor information. This shows me that this mentor, it says Dear Manar. That's who the email was sent to, but I was CC'd because I'm an officer and also because I'm her mentor. Please note that I have assigned this person the role of that role at this meeting. This is the first time for that role. And this role could be evaluated for Project 2 or Project 3. We haven't heard if you can come to the next meeting. Please use the website or click on the following links to tell me if you will be there. So this is great.
You can also choose to view or print the agenda directly from here.
Yeah, that's so
Just
cool.
one click. Okay, so back to the emails. So this is how you can track whether or not the email has been sent, because you don't want to send it again.
Yes, awesome.
Okay, and that's it. Then after that, it shows you a page that says how many members have been sent to the email, how many members that have confirmed the role have sent the email.
So once you click the send email, it refreshes and shows you statistics?
Yes, it shows you how many members that have confirmed their attendance received an email, and how many who have not confirmed their attendance, and how many emails actually bounced that they did not receive that email.
Awesome. And also from this screen, you can see here, it shows you how many members are in that particular list. So you did?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Where was I?
Thank you. Now I want to show you the communication and leadership charts. Do you want to show them that?
We're together.
Okay.
I love the charts.
Yes. She loves Easy Speak. Let's see if there are any questions or comments about it.
Yeah, let's see. We're having too much fun here.
No.
Wait, did you scroll down?
Yeah, and no hands raised. Yeah, I think.
Oh, no,
no, we did not.
Okay, can I automatically choose to send the email to role takers only, or should I pick them one by one?
Yes, the third email. Thank you for your question,
Toastmaster Bilal.
I will get back to that page. Where is it? Yeah, over here. The third email is thank you for confirming or not confirming. I have assigned you a role. So this is sent to the role takers.
Third email for role takers, Bilal.
Yes. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it answers this question.
Just to be sure.
Bilal, if you have a follow-up question, let us know. Now, Toastmaster Fatin has a question. Is there an Easy Speak app for smartphones and tabs? There is no app that I know of, but it is mobile friendly. It gives you a different look and view when you view Easy Speak from your phone.
But actually, I've tried this before. You cannot edit things like as VPE. You cannot.
You can only interact as a member.
Yes, and you can confirm your attendance. There are some things that you can do and some things that you can't from a browser.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my experience with it.
Thanks for your question, Fatih.
Thank you.
We haven't done any polls.
All right.
And
Do we have any polls?
we have the ones from the last time.
Sure.
Let's see here. Yeah, we need to know this. So we're going to launch a poll now. Is your club already set up on EasySpeak? I'm assuming that most of you are. I hope this is going to be 100%. 17% have voted. 67% have voted.
Some people are not listening.
Okay, the other 33% are not there. Okay, so we're going to close the poll now and show you the results. Results are yes, 50% of you said that your club is on EasySpeak, 25% said no, and 25% not sure. Okay, so one way to be sure is to go to easy-speak.org and then look on the left side where it says organization. Oops, here. Then go to District 79. When you click District 79, it's going to show you all the divisions. It refreshes, and then it shows you all the divisions. You choose your division, let's say Division F. And then for Division F, it's going to refresh and show you which clubs or which areas. Then you have to choose your area. And then you can see which clubs are on EasySpeak for that area. It looks like we have to go do some training in Area 25. Because no clubs are on EasySpeak. Our goal for the district is to have all clubs on EasySpeak because it's going to make a world of difference for the members, and that will trickle up to the district, and it'll be easy for us to always be President's Distinguished, inshallah.
Inshallah. Now I would like to show you what most people. Is this? Oh, we're in District 70. Oh no. Okay, I'll go back
Okay.
here. I want to show you what most of you were most excited about. According to the poll from last session, which is keeping track of the members' progress on EasySpeak.
Mm-hmm.
So how you can do that, you go to this club drop-down menu and you choose club charts. There's another menu that has many different things. For example, I will start with communications chart. So this shows me the progress of each. Oh, Area 20.
Yeah, we're in the wrong place. Let's go back to
Easy.
Where are we? Okay, go back to my homepage, and now under links, it shows me all the clubs that I'm associated with in EasySpeak. I'm going to choose Dhahran Women's Toastmasters Club, and it will take me back inside Dhahran Women's Toastmasters Club, where it's nice and fuzzy and warm, and I know where I am.
Our comfort zone. So this club charts, communications chart. This shows me each member's progress in the communication track. And it shows all workbooks, competent communicate. Over here, it shows the workbook for each member. Here are the names of the members. The workbook, competent communication manual, better speaker series, high performance leadership. Oh, the speeches, I think, from the high performance leadership.
Yeah, because every speech,
projects,
the whole track, the CC track, the ACB track, and every manual that's in the advanced manual track, the ACG, which ALS, which requires high performance leadership, which requires 2 speeches for high performance leadership. You have to give a vision speech and a results speech. So any project, whether it's on the leadership side or the communication side, if it's a speech, it's in the EasySpeak system so that you can get credit for it. It's going to show up here on the CC chart, for example, the Leadership Excellence Series, but it's actually giving you credit for ALS, which helps you to get ALS, meaning Advanced Leader Silver, which helps you to get your DTM. But that's another training. That can be covered in another training. HPL and ALS, it's really exciting too. I love that too.
You love Toastmasters. So here are some advanced manuals. The entertaining speaker, speaking to inform, specialty speeches, as DTM Akanke mentioned. It all appears here when you start a workbook for this member in that track, in that advanced
Yeah.
thing, and we can show you that if we have time today.
Yeah, I really want to show them the CL track and how to add that, because one thing we need to reiterate is that adding a new member does not automatically mean they get a CL track. So it automatically means they get a CC track, but they don't get a CL track. And we want to save you the headache of not understanding that. So I would love for us to show them that.
Would you like to show them that first?
Yes. I mean, I don't know. What were you going to show them just now?
Just I was going to explain the map of this chart.
Yeah, do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So up here, you can choose how to sort the order of the members by first name, family name, last online, the date they joined, the last time they spoke. But I think this is the thing that we are mostly going to use, the speech progress. So if you want to sort it by speech progress, here also you can choose ascending or descending. So I chose ascending. That's why it shows. The ones who have not delivered any speeches first, going down all the way to the ones who have finished their CC and started other workbooks.
Now this has a great advantage for the VPE and for mentors. They can see which members have not delivered their icebreaker yet and make sure they schedule them.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes. And you will see some icons here, the clock, the
Dark green.
dark green, light green, all that you can
The legend is down at the bottom.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That tells you what those are.
There's a key to all that, and explains. The dark green check mark means the speech has been completed. The light green means it has been completed in the last 6 months. So the dark green means that they have not delivered a speech in the last 6 months at all. The last speech they delivered was in the last 6 months.
No, it means that they delivered that speech over 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But you could have someone with a green line, a dark green and a light green. That means that they have delivered speeches.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. And the clock means it's scheduled, and the question mark means it's been requested but not scheduled.
So the VPE did not schedule them for that requested speech yet. For example, I want to show you an example. Here, if you hover over the clock, it shows you the speech title and the date that this speech is scheduled to be delivered.
Awesome.
And the dark green, dark green or light green, it shows you the title of the speech and the date that it has been delivered, so you can view everything.
Wow.
Yeah, over here, the life of a teenager. You can know the speech titles just from here.
Amazing.
Changing sour reality into a sweet one. I wanted to show you something over here. Where's Hayat? Yeah, over here. This member, there are 2 icons in the same speech. One of them is that the speech has been delivered, and the other one is that it is requested. That's because...
Remember that long list?
That long list of requested speeches? This is one of the speeches that has not been scheduled and... was
requested a long time ago, June 2015. And so we can go in and actually delete that. In fact, if we click that question mark, we could actually go, no.
No, we can't.
I lied. Sorry.
It's just a view.
Yeah.
It's just a view. So the thing that happened is that after this was requested, it was requested again, and this one was accepted. That's why.
But if we click these icons here, you can explain those icons.
Yes. Over here, there's a reply log.
Review leadership.
This one is, when I hover over it, view communications progress for this specific member.
Mm-hmm.
So if I click on that, it will show how many speeches
she's requested. These are the ones she requested eons ago. That let's see, this is that's vocal variety. Oh, these are These are all the ones
she delivered. Vocal variety, I remember.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
why isn't it? Okay, let's scroll down to see workbook history. Yeah, vocal variety. Believe in yourself.
Yes.
Great. So we can go up and delete that old one.
That request.
That old request.
Delete. There's this icon on the right.
Your speech has been deleted.
Yay.
And these are 7 and 8 that she's requested for the 22nd and the 29th of December as her
scheduled for both.
First preference.
Then I will go back to the chart. And if I refresh the page, this question mark should disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
And it
there
does.
it is.
Awesome.
Okay. Here it shows when the member last spoke. So if you want to advise them to speak because they haven't spoken in a long time, you can view that from here.
Mm-hmm.
You can view everything.
And all of this data that sorts this way and that is pulled into these charts factors into the auto button that we showed you on the schedule. So we have 10 minutes left, Nuha.
Yes. Here next to each member, you can choose to send them an email or edit their profile from over here, action. You can also view the same menu that was up
at
there at the top. You can view it from over here and choose
go from
role
chart
history.
to chart.
Here it shows the role history, the name of the roles and what which roles
when
each
they
member
took
have
that
took
role.
and when you hover over it, it shows when.
Awesome.
Speaker on 10th of November.
I mean, easy speak.
Wow. I love easy. Goals chart.
Leadership chart.
These are the goals of the members. It shows this member wants to achieve competent leadership. Target date July 1st, 2016. The status is behind, which is the yellow color.
Mm-hmm.
And her speeches needed are 10 projects actually for the leadership. 10 projects actual. She finished 3, so she has remaining 7. And this is the frequency.
Yeah, that means she needs to plan to weeks per speech.
Project. This is leadership.
Oh,
so 4.2 to finish a project every 4.2 weeks.
Okay.
And the actual 4.7, and you can go through all that. I want to finish for the sake of time. Now I want to show you the leadership chart.
Mm-hmm.
There are many different things you can scroll and play around with them. Here it shows each project in the CL. It's mainly CLs over here. And how many roles for each project. Like project number 1, there are 4 roles. A member here finished 1 role of this project. What it was a counter on the 3rd of November. The 4th role, she finished timekeeper on the 27th of October, and so on. And it goes again, ascending order speech progress, but because I did not change it, up all the way up to the members who finished their CL.
Great. So let's show them how to add a CL.
Okay. Yes.
Actually,
you can do it from here. Actually,
Elena was added, but she doesn't have.
Oh yes.
She doesn't have. She wasn't given a CL chart.
This is a new member.
Yeah, this is a new member, and she wasn't given a CL chart, and the system doesn't automatically give a member a CL chart, and I'm sure there's a reason why they designed it that way. But when she goes to Easy Speak and she goes to My Participation, which is the best place for members to go to if they want to sign up for roles or do anything. When she goes to My Participation, she should see sign up for meetings, view my speech progress, view my CL progress, etc. But she will not see view my CL progress. This is ALS for me because that's what the system thinks I'm doing, but I've completed that already. But the point is a standard member who is just starting should see speech and CL, but they will only see CL if the VPE, when he or she adds the member as a new member, assigns through this leadership chart a CL chart. And so this says start recording this leadership award. And then you can choose CL, ALB. What if it's a new member who has already achieved their CL? They're coming from the States. We have a member like that. She is almost a DTM. So we wouldn't assign her CL unless she was working on her 3rd or 4th CL, which we can do as well. She's working on her ALS. But for this member, Alina, she is just starting. So we're going to add a CL track for her. We're going to click submit. It's going to refresh. And ta-da, it's going to show us the sort changed. Okay, so here she is now with all green squares. Let's go down to the legend and tell them what that means. Okay, task completed, dark green, completed in the last 6 months, light green. Same thing, scheduled is a clock is accepted and it's been scheduled. Scheduled is a yellow question mark in a circle. Actually, that's a black question mark in a yellow circle. Get it right, okay?
And scheduled means that the VPE assigned this role for her, but she did not accept it yet, and the clock means accepted.
Okay, got it. Great. And this means not done, the blue square. All right, so it's 8:54 and we haven't checked in with the questions for a long time. Let's see. Oh, and they're still reviewing the poll results. They didn't see any of what we just showed them. That's totally my fault. Sorry, guys. Could you show us how to send new meet? Oh, is that
No,
that's old? Okay, the
Oh,
screen.
the
Yeah,
screen,
sorry,
oh,
Bilal. How come you didn't call us and tell us? Sorry, Madam Akanke and dear Nuha.
No screen.
No screen.
Oh my god, the screen is frozen.
Ugh,
It's on top page.
I'm so sorry. No training is ever perfect. I mean, we were just going on and on. Okay, I don't even know where to start. What can we do in 5 minutes? We can do something in 5 minutes.
We can do the communication and leadership chart.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. We're going to make up for it now.
Okay, so you go to my this club, choose club charts, leadership chart, or I will choose communications chart. And it will show you all the members with their progress. You can sort them by many different things. We will choose speech progress, and I will choose ascending order. You can also from here choose ascending or descending order. You probably heard what I said. You just need to see the screen. So over here, it shows the ascending order of the members who have delivered their speeches.
And this is where we're saying how cool this is, because for a VPE, he or she can look at the first ones that have not delivered a speech at all. No record, no record, no record. Means they haven't delivered their icebreaker, probably. So.
And here it shows the manuals, competent communication. This is a successful club series, many different manuals, the advanced manuals as well. And down there on the bottom of the page, you will find the key for these icons. Dark green, light green. Dark green means the speech has been completed. Light green, completed in the last 6 months. The clock means that it has been scheduled. And the question mark means it has been requested but not yet scheduled by the VPE. So, and when you hover over each icon, it gives you the speech title and the date that it has been delivered. That's the communication chart. Here you can view each member's communications progress separately. Here she has no progress. She did not
Let's choose
anything yet.
Let's choose another. Can we choose another one just to show them quickly?
To show them, I will choose this one.
Okay.
These are her requested speeches, and this is the history of her the delivery of her speeches.
Completed, yes.
That she completed.
And it shows the title, and it shows when she completed it. And the evaluator for her speech. I just want to show them quickly. Wow, we have 3 minutes left. The leadership chart again, but before I do that, I want to show them. Let's find Fatima. Where is she? What order are we in now?
Speech progress ascending.
First name. Okay. I want to show them what we did with Hayat, where we deleted that old speech that caused the list to be cluttered.
We can do it with someone else.
Yeah, that's I'm going to do Fatima. Fatima.
Okay.
Fatima. Okay. So, oops.
Show them that.
These are question marks for Toastmaster Fatima because these are speeches that she requested a long time ago when we were just sort of getting used to getting all the members to use the system the right way. So she has actually completed her CC, and we need to now go in and delete these from her her record. So we're going to view her communication progress, and then we're going to go to the top of the list where it says requested speeches and delete the ones that we know she's already delivered and not keep them in the system, cluttering up the system.
Click on them.
Okay, so it deleted the first one, and we would do that for all of these. So our VPE will go in and clean this up. Next week we'll have less clutter when we go to add speeches, to assign speeches to members. Okay, now let's show them quickly the leadership chart. Go to that same list and show them. We want to show you the leadership chart. And what we did is we added a leadership chart for this member, Alina. She's very new, and she did not. Her name was on the list, but there was nothing here So we had to click this plus sign to add the CL chart. When we click plus, it gave us this window, and we choose, and now we can only choose ALB or ALS, but before we could choose CL, ALB, or ALS. So since she already has been assigned CL,
we can also add ALB for her if she's an officer, for example, and didn't finish the CL yet, and she's working on both.
So we could we could add that for her. Okay, so it's 9 o'clock, and we are going to close out, but we're going to check the questions now. Let's see. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, they're so sweet. Okay, so we'll see you next week. And before we close out, I just want to go back to my PowerPoint and tell you what's coming up next week. Preview. We're going to show members how to edit their profile, how to confirm attendance, how to sign up for roles, request speeches. Members are going to learn how to add old speeches, how to add external speeches, which we gave you a preview of that today. And we're going to show the members' perspective of looking at their communication and leadership chart. Today we showed you the officer's perspective. We're going to create a video of this session and send it to you by email so that you'll be able to review this and share it with your members or other officers who could not attend. Thank you so much for being here. I want to thank my partner, the wonderful Toastmaster Nuha, for being here to conduct the training. And we appreciate all of you. You want to say anything in closing?
Yeah, I would just like to emphasize that the next session will focus on the members' perspective. So if you are an officer, please ask your members to attend the next session. It would be very, very useful.
Yes, and in between now and then, please use Easy Speak. Develop a list of questions. Send those questions to us ahead of time, or certainly you can ask the questions during the session. Also, join our Facebook group. We'll send that to you in an email. We're on Facebook as D79 Easy Speak Support Group. Join us there. We post our videos there. You can ask questions. There was one question we got earlier. We hope you will join that, Dr. Adela or Toastmaster Adela, so you can ask your question there. Thank you all for being here. We hope it's going to make your Easy Speak life easier. And it's a joy, and you'll love it the way that we love it. Thank you so much, and have a great. Wow, look at all these questions.
I think it's
screen. Oh, got it. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to unmute you, Fatin. Do you have a question or a comment before we go? Hello, Fatin. Are you still there? Okay, can't hear you, Fatin. I'll leave your mic open in case you want to come on. Let me open the mic for Salah Maliki. Toastmaster Salah, are you there?
Yes.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. Salaam alaikum. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Great, thank you. You have a question or comment?
I'm trying. No, because I could not log in from the beginning. Maybe I have some difficulties. Maybe, inshallah, I hope next session I will be there from on time.
Great. And you can also review the previous videos that we've made, so that'll help you as well. Thank you for being here and participating. Even though you came late, you came, and that's a commitment on your part. So thank you for being here. We hope.
Maybe I could not set up the timing to the local time here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
That's why I'm here. Maybe 2 hours before I'm waiting just to come 7 o'clock. But maybe difference in time which make me late.
We're in Saudi Arabia, Toastmaster Salah.
I don't know, because the schedule showing that 7 o'clock session will start it.
Yeah, we started at 7.
Maybe I'm trying since 45 minutes, but I could not. I can hear you, but I could not set up my computer. I don't know.
Okay, so next time, try to log in early, and if you have any issues, you can ask a question even before the session starts. Well, maybe if you can't log in, it would be a moot point. Okay, so try to log in earlier and then send us an email. We'll send you our email in a follow-up email, but hopefully you won't have any issues the next time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, inshallah. I hope so.
Okay, good night. Okay, Toastmaster Saida, Sayada, I'm going to unmute you. Hello. Hi, you have a question or comment?
Thank you very much. I will try to use it. I'm like over the website now, and like it seems, very different to me. I think I need to do a lot of practice with it. If I need any help, I'll be in touch with you. And
Okay.
thank you for introducing this.
Thank you so much. Which club are you a member at?
I'm like a member of three clubs: Green, Voice, and Eagle.
Okay, great.
From Jeddah.
In
I'm from Jeddah.
Jeddah. Okay, great. All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Sayada. Thank you for being here. We hope you'll be
You're
with
most
us
welcome,
next week.
Namakanke.
Thank you.
And thank you so much, Ms. Naha.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you so much. Thank you for
Good
for
night.
coming.
Good night.
Okay, bye, everybody. See you next week, hopefully.